it is still very hot. Not just the hood for the engine, but the place to press to open the hood is very hot, which is also right on top of the transmission fluid radiator. Now, when that overheats, it changes the gears, but it plays with the gears a bit. But that's not it. I just don't have power, and it wants to stall. Well, what if all the electricity I make is going into the body in some way? And that's what's overheating, and that's what's caused mechanical issues. So that's something to look at, right? It's overheating everything from just the electricity and then the fuel all this time. And it's getting hotter now, and it might be the hottest year on record in these parts. Or next year as well, because, you know, the El Nino will have an impact from 23, 24. And of course after that too, right? You know, it just triggers more things. It's a runaway effect that our species has caused. And COP28 is going to be more signs of HSD, except nobody wants to have conversations about it. I applied for 4 jobs with the province today, and one of them is behavioral scientist, and these 4 last ones are not linked to unions, they're independents. One is to investigate police complaints, and one is related to child and family ministries. And but the thing is you know, I asked my father, I said, oh, can I reserve being there next winter at the house? Oh my God, I'd be fantasizing about that all summer just to have. And I said I'd be there a week or 2 before so as to visit with you. He was upset I didn't visit with him last time, and that would allow me to maybe finish up some court stuff that I filed against a health authority, but also against the courts while I'm there. But he said it's already accounted for somebody else. I don't know who, it doesn't say. And it's probably somebody that is not going to face the same troubles and hardships I am. But, you know, who cares, right? It's not like we're a family. So what I'm doing is, you know, I'm still looking for work, and they may or may not be in places where housing is even available, and then I'd have to resign. They'd say, resign? What the hell? You make this much money. Yeah, what do you want me to do? Buy a house and pay it 6 times and never catch up and still have no pension? I'd rather live in a motorhome if I could find an affordable campground, but even campgrounds are freaking robbing you blind. And that's sometimes for places that pay a lot of money. Old folks with motorhomes that have huge houses that nobody's living in. You know, and they might be worse than my dad, where nobody even gets to go in their houses. Much less people that, you know, would be homeless if in their families. So yeah, but if I don't get these jobs, or these jobs are not a good fit because they pretend to be culture repairing when they're not, or they intend to be, but they don't understand that, you know, there has to be an oversight within that ministry, because if you hire other public servants who have caused the problems to be part of solutions, and they can't deviate, they weren't even talking about how it was a problem before, and they weren't even resigning or upset before, or filing any complaints, then yeah, you're hiring the wrong people for these culture repair jobs, right? I mean, it's nice there's no unions for some of these, but, and again, the behavioral scientist, you know, with my confidence as an independent scientist, that's different from the norm, but that has his own theory, which is awesome, that I could prove I've written this, I wrote a letter to the province about this is how I'm offering my services as more than what you expect in other countries. And, you know, this is a job for me, really, in BC, but, you know, am I going to have it? Is it going to be possible for me to even not be homeless here, even with a job? Because next winter, if I can't go in a comfortable place for the winter, it doesn't mean I'm going to date somebody I don't want to date just to live with them, or accept a job where my human rights are being violated with a steady paycheck coming in, because that's your mental illness, it's not mine. Then I tell you, even if I don't sell the motorhome or anything else, is I'm going to go to another country that is warm but that is poor in the winter and volunteer, and I'll be freaking happy.